Welcome to the video on e-commerce strategy, simulation, and future commerce. This chapter serves as our capstone, moving from core business knowledge to the critical roles of choosing, acting, and adapting as an e-commerce CEO. Imagine starting your day with a dashboard that says, "We won." With 100 billion Vietnamese dongs in annual revenue, 90% of your sales are driven by just 2 platforms. This represents powerful momentum, but it also highlights a strategic vulnerability. Suddenly, a single policy message changes your economics. That 3 percentage point cost increase puts nearly 2 billion VND of your contribution at risk, even though your product and customer base remain exactly the same. In the face of such risk, strategy is the hard choice between scaling for growth and reducing exposure. True strategy is never just a list of options. It is a clear statement of what you are willing to lose. This capstone moves you from simply knowing e-commerce concepts to running an actual business. It integrates business, digital, data, AI, and decision-making into one cohesive CEO mindset. Our learning outcomes are structured to help you make defensible decisions. We move through analysis, design, decision-making, and governance to ensure you can effectively use data to achieve results and foster continuous learning. Our journey follows the logic of a CEO's decision-making process, reading the arena, allocating growth, learning by deciding, and preparing for the future. Remember, every section culminates in a choice. Section 1 is all about reading the arena. Strategy begins by locating power, specifically identifying who controls demand, margin, data, and the ability to recover from market shifts. When 2 platforms dominate 97% of your sales, power sits above the seller. You must navigate a complex ecosystem involving algorithms, commissions, and advertising, all while building a resilient, expanded strategy. Adapting Porter's 5 forces for digital commerce, we identify a 6th force: platform power. Ignoring this force means overlooking the actor with the most significant influence over your margins. Your competitive analysis should pinpoint 3 specific bottlenecks: demand flow, value flow, and data flow. The real strategic challenges often lie in the gaps between these 3 critical areas. What makes a digital advantage truly durable? It must work even after rivals understand it. Be cautious. Low pricing is rarely a durable advantage unless it is built upon a structurally lower cost base. To test if your advantage is real, ask 3 questions. Can it be bought quickly? Does it strengthen with scale? And what happens if a customer leaves? The goal is to move from a temporary edge to a structural advantage. Taking our SBI beauty case, the same 90% platform dependency acts as both an engine for reach and an exposure risk. Strategy is about managing this fundamental trade-off effectively. Finally, your platform dependency ratio, or PDR, is a vital metric. However, remember that a high PDR is simply a signal to actively manage your risk, not an automatic instruction to leave a platform. Platform risk arithmetic is straightforward but sobering. For instance, a minor 3-point fee change on a major platform can erase a quarter of your contribution margin if you aren't prepared. Dependency exists across 4 layers: revenue, traffic, data, and operations. While revenue is often the easiest to replace, rebuilding your customer access and core operating capabilities takes much longer. Reduce this dependency in sequence, following a 3-stage roadmap. Start by harvesting the platform, build parallel-owned channels for loyal customers, and finally, reallocate channel roles once your lifetime value is proven. Stop treating channel strategy as a zero-sum war. Instead, assign each channel a specific job in the customer journey, from discovery and conversion to retention and decision-making. Remember that price is only one of 8 competitive weapons. If you were forced to stop cutting prices today, would your customers still choose you? If not, you need to develop other axes of competition. Small businesses win when they cannot rely on scale. Focus on deep niches, strong community building, and specialized service to create value that scale alone cannot replicate. Look at the infrastructure of leaders like Mercado Libre. They built their bottlenecks, payments, logistics, and credit in a strategic, logical order to create a sustainable, defensible advantage. Moving to Section 2, we focus on allocating growth under constraints. Remember, a target is just a number until you explicitly define your source of growth, the economics, and the trade-offs. Growth has 5 distinct paths: customer acquisition, conversion improvement, increasing basket size, driving repeat purchases, or geographic and channel expansion. Each requires a different strategic approach. Using an Ansoff-style matrix for e-commerce, remember that risk rises with every new unknown. The golden rule is to change only one variable at a time, ensuring that even failures provide valuable learning. Be careful. Revenue can rise even as customer economics break. If your acquisition costs rise too quickly, you might find yourself selling more while becoming financially weaker with every new customer.